Can't believe it, folks. 1 year behind bars, and it's flew in. So, 1 year behind bars. Not the jail type, prison type. We're talking motorcycle handlebars and riding on my CBT. So I just thought I'd throw this video together. Watch it. I explain it all in it. A few bits of advice. My outlook on some things. Nothing too serious. Besides helmets. Helmets are very serious. Thankfully we all have to wear one. But ideally, all the gear, all the time. Enjoy, folks. So how expensive is motorcycling? We're talking start to finish without an actual big bike licence, CBT only. So we'll start off with, in fact we'll start off with the CBT. I got everything in a crazy order. So we'll start with the CBT, £150 for my bike. The MT125, not this is the YZF-R. It was £2,000 exactly. For my first helmet, which was my Scorpion EXO, can't even remember, EXO 510, I'm sure it is, McPhee model, or McPhee replica model. It was £200 for that. Pair of bearing gloves, £60, short cuffs, not winter gloves, I may add. For my RST Blade two-piece suit, or two-piece leather suit, it was £150. That was second hand, then I got it dry cleaned. My boots that I'm wearing now are called Held Short Lap. They were £120. And the RST denim jeans with knee armour were £120. So insurance for the MT125 was, or is, £200 for the year, not for the month. Like a lot of young riders are paying more than that a month. Crazy. We're talking £3,000, approximately £3,000. The best £3,000 I've ever spent in my life, and I'm 43. I've lived a bit, folks. If you're younger than me, that is. If you're older than me, you've obviously lived a little bit more. So I love it. I just love on two wheels. It's like nothing else. Well, it is a bit like something else. It's a bit like all these things I'm about to mention. It's a bit like the first time you get on your BMX without stabilisers as a kid. It's like the first time you drop in on a half pipe on your skateboard without slamming on your ass or face. Although I done judo as a kid, so I know how to fall at least. It's like the first time I managed to get up the ski toes on my snowboard. And also it's like the first time you snowboard down a 3,000 plus feet high mountain covered in snow. It's not like being a father for the first time, it's not like getting married, it's not like them sort of exciting moments in life. We're talking a whole other level. it's a level of its own basically. It's just amazing. I'm just loving it so much. All weather, I love it. Cold hands in the winter's a bit of a pain in the ass, but as soon as spring hit, the summer gloves have really went on, and I did have the heated grips on in the MT when I'm out in it now and again, but the majority of the time I'm out in this, so that's not even got heated grips. Just take your time, get used to the bike you're riding. Don't ride two bikes like me, that can get confusing sometimes. Stick with it. It's brilliant. You'll love it. But how do they handle? Both of my Yamahas handle awesome. Really impressed with both of them. This is just a wee bit more sporty, shall we say, but still 15 horsepower. But lots of fun. They can still batter along at 60-70 mile an hour all day long. I've seen 87 on both clocks, but there was big down hills involved. As for going up big hills, they can struggle with like ridiculously steep hills, the same way that small engine cars, you need to drop a gear. On this, there's one, I'll need to get a clip of it sometime, where you can batter along, do 75 mile an hour, and you hit this hill, and within what seems like 20 seconds you're down 50, and you can't go any more than 50. But hills are good fun, and being in Scotland, I'm surrounded by them. So great roads in my area for riding. Gloves, buy new gloves. And if somebody gives you a pair that they've worn once or something, that's as good as new, you know. Unfortunately, I never had any mates like that. Denim jeans, again, if somebody's had them and they don't fit them and they lie in a cupboard for a year, makes no difference. eBay's good for stuff like that. Gumtree as well. I actually bought my two-piece leather RST blade suit in the winter. Just like January or something like that. I bought it end of January. The guy couldn't believe I was buying a leather two-piece suit in January. But I got used to the jacket all winter because I had it on underneath my snowboarding jacket. So if you've got a heavy enough winter jacket without a hood, I would recommend. Mine's has got a removable hood, so I took the hood off after one ride. It just kept parachuting. Don't want anything else holding you back when you've got 15 horsepower between your legs. But heavy winter gloves I would recommend if you're going to be riding in the winter. I'd bought a pair of Frank Thomas gloves, and I was wearing them when I was out practicing outside at my work at the car park, and I think the third time I wore them I pulled the zip and the zip broke off in my hand. So I think they were £40 and I took them back, and she said, do you want a refund or do you want another pair of gloves? So I paid an extra 20 and bought these bearings, and they're absolutely amazing. I'm going to actually try and get a winter pair of bearings. I'm waiting on a pair of Furigan white with black leather, similar to these ones actually, coming in the post. I'm hoping they come tomorrow. So I want to get them used, get them broken a bit, because the saying that fits like a glove, definitely it helps when you're wearing gloves that actually fit you. Sizing on motorbike gear's a bit up and down. I find all the RST stuff is really true size. I had my heart set on a pair of Bullet jeans, and just I tried three different variations of sizes, and I still couldn't get them to fit me. So either I put on weight or grow my legs longer. That was the only option I was coming up with. So I'll stick with the, I could do with a couple of inches in my legs, to be honest, but it's not possible. Nowhere else, obviously, just my legs. Helmets again, get your ass into a bike shop, try on as many as you like. Chances are the helmet you like the look of won't fit you, and you'll need to go with another brand altogether, because there's too many head shapes out there. I had my heart set on an AGV to begin with, and then I seen the Scorpion McPhee with the Scotland Saltire and the Union Jack on it, and I thought that's quite cool. The most important thing about your helmet when you're buying a helmet, in my opinion, is looks. Nah, I'm only kidding. Is a thing called a Sharp rating. Sharp, S-H-A-R-P. And this helmet that I'm wearing now, the Scorpion EXO 510, is a 4-star Sharp rating, and it's out of 5 stars, so that's quite good for a 200 quid helmet. You'll find some really expensive helmets have got a far lower rating. I know I'm riding about in a 125 15 horsepower bike here. It's so refreshing and relaxing and such a good de-stressor. Everybody's got stress in their life, I'm sure, at one point, on a daily basis for most, probably, with everything that goes on in the world, in each other's lives. But without going too deep, it's definitely worth it. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with how everything's been going so far. I've done about 5,000 miles on the MT 125 and almost 1,200 on this YZF-R 125, and I love it. Do it. Just do it. Peace out. Take it easy.